Shalom and welcome to Hebrew with Mayim. In this video, we're going to be going over the parasha Noach. Noach, also known as Noah in English, is found in Genesis chapter 6, verse 9 to 11:32. Here in the English, it reads, "These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man. He was perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God." This is from the Rashi commentary regarding in his generation, the term in his generation. Some of our sages interpret it, the word bedorotav, favorably. How much more so if he had lived in a generation of righteous people, he would have been even more righteous. Others interpret it derogatorily. In comparison with his generation, he was righteous, but if he had been in Abraham's generation, he would not have been considered of any importance. Meaning, Abraham was more righteous, because the Torah also calls Abraham righteous, than Noah was, but compared to each one's generation, they're more righteous than their generation. And I think it's good to think about which one is harder to do. Is it easier to be good when everyone else around you is good? Or is it easier to be good when everyone else around you is evil? I think that possibly for myself, when I'm in the company of a lot of evil people, my own inclination is to not have to be so good because I already look good as long as I'm better than everyone else. And when I'm around people who I feel are good and righteous, then I think it encourages me to be even more good and righteous than I would be if I were around a lot of good people. So it could be that even Abraham, if he were living in Noah's time, would have also been not any better than Noah was because of the environment that he lived in. We don't know. But regardless, we should seek to be considered righteous no matter what our generation is considered in God's eyes. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, I'm glad to know, saw it as positive. He said that Noah's perfection was that he followed God's will completely and with all of his being throughout the day, not just when he learned and prayed, but with mundane matters as well. So he didn't see Noah as just better than everyone else, but really not that good compared to righteous men like Abraham. Who knows? Okay, so this is that verse in the Hebrew. We'll read it first and review the Hebrew letters and vowels. It starts with an aleph, and it's sere, which says and this is the trope. This left arrow, this is the trope or the accent mark. This is the lamed and a segol and a hey, and this together will say le, ele. So the accent is on ele. Okay, and this word means these, ele. This is a tav and a vav with a dot over it. It says o, to, and this is a lamed, and this shava is going to be silent. This is tol, and this is a daled with a cholem and a tav. Together we'll say dot, tol dot, and this means generations. Ele toldot, and this is the accent mark right here, toldot. So these are the generations, and this is Noach. Even though the patach is under the chaf, we say it as if it followed right after the cholam and before the this is the chet, the chet. And we will do this if the chet is at the end of the word and there's a patach underneath. It will always be pronounced as ach, even though it looks kind of like cha. Okay, so this is a nun with a cholam, so you will say no, and this is an ach, Noach, Noach. Of course, this is Noah's name, Noach. And this is a katon, and this is a separator clause, so this is one phrase right here. These are the generations of Noah, and you could put a period here. Okay, so Noach, again, right here, this is a revi'i. So, and here notice that the accent mark on both of these Noachs is above the first letter, so we know that the accent is on the first syllable, Noach. So Noach, and this is an aleph, which is silent, and this is a chirik, which says e, along with the yud, it'll say e, and then this is a shin, so this says ish. Noach, ish. So Noah, man, and there's an implied word here, Noah was. Noah was a man. This is a tzadi with a patach, which says sa, and a daled with a chirik and the yud, together with the kuf, we'll say dik, tzadik. And this is the tevir, which is the trot mark and the accent mark. So we know that the accent is on the last syllable, dik, tzadik. So Noach, ish tzadik. And tzadik means righteous, and it's related to the word tzedakah, which is charity or righteousness. Noah ish tzadik. And this is a tevir, which is another separator clause. So this is another phrase together. Noah was a man righteous, or Noah was a righteous man. And the next phrase, this is a tav with a kamatz, which says ta, and then a mem with a hirik, and the yud and the mem sofit together says mim, tamim. And this means perfect or complete or whole, tamim. And this is the accent mark right here. It's a mercha, so it's tamim. Accent is on the last syllable, tamim. So perfect, complete, or whole. And this is a hey, and this is a kamatz, which says ha. And this is a yud with a kamatz and a hey together will say ya, haya. So this means it was, and it's masculine singular. So this is complete, he was. Okay, so he was complete or perfect. Perfect he was. And this is a bet with a shava, which will make a quick eh sound, be, which means in, be, in. And dorot, dor is generation, dorot is generations. Okay, this is a cholam, so do, ro, be, do, ro. This is a tav with a kamatz, and then a vav at the end, which will say tav, be, do, ro, tav. Okay, and this yud is really going to just be silent, so this will say tav, be, do, ro, tav. And this av ending here means his. Okay, so be is in, dor is generation, dorot is generations, and the av part means his generations, in his generations. And this is an etnachta, so the accent is on the last syllable, bedorotav, and this is the end of this clause. So perfect was he in his generation. Okay. And then this is an aleph with a tav, and this is a sagol, which says et. And usually the et is just a direct object pointer, but here it also means with. There's an implied with here, et, with. And this is ha, the, Elohim, God. Literally it's the God, but, we just translate it as God, with God. So this is a hey with a kamatz, which says ah, and this is a chatef segol, which says eh. This is a lamed with a cholam, which says lo, lo. This is a hey with a chirik, and the yud will just say he, and then the mem sofit will say him, ha Elohim, God. This is a hey with a chirik, which says he. A tav, this shiva is going to be silent, so it's heat. And this is a hey with a patak, which says ha, heat ha, and a lamed with a segol, and the chaf sofit says lech, heat halech. And this means he walked, heat halech. And this says Noach again. So this is he walked, Noah. So in English we translate this as Noach or Noah walked, hitalech, et ha-Elohim, with God. So it's a little bit different, the word order. Okay. All right. So Genesis chapter 6, verse 10. The next verse in English, it says, and Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And in the Hebrew, this is a vav with a patach, which says va, and this is a yud with a vav with a dot over it, which says yo, va yo. And this is a lamed with a segol and a daled, which says led, vayoled, which means he begot. Noah begot or fathered, might be better for English, and Noah fathered. And this word is related to the word yeled, which means child, or one who was born, right? Or holid, which means fathered also, or begat. Okay, so vayoled, Noach. So Noah fathered, or Noah begat. This is a shin with a shiva, which is she, and a lamed. So she, lo, and then this dot over the shin will act as a marker that means that this letter is shin instead of sin, but it's also the cholam, which makes the o, sound. So this is shelo, sha. This kamat says shelo sha. And this is the accent mark. So it's shelo sha, the accent is on the last syllable. So Noah begat or fathered 3, shelo sha. And this is a vet with a kamatz under, which says va, and a nun and a chirik with a yud, and then the mem sofi together will say nim, vanim, shlosha vanim. So that's 3 sons. And that's the end of one phrase right here. So Noah birthed or begat or fathered 3 sons. It could mean a mixed gender, it could mean sons and daughters, but from the context we know it's 3 sons. And also, very often when the Bible gives a list of children, it will list sons and daughters separately. Okay, so this is the word et, which we encountered in the previous verse. Okay, which is, here it's really just a direct object pointer. There would be no English translation for this. And this is shin with a tsere and a mem sofit, which says Shem. So Shem is the name of one of his sons. It also means name, but we know that this is the name of one of his sons, Shem. Et, and this is a chet with a kamatz and a mem sofit. This is Cham, et Cham. So Shem, Cham. And this is a Vav, which says V, and then the et again, Ve'et. And this is a Yud with a kamatz, which says Ya. and a Fe with a Segol, and the Tav says Fet. The accent is this line right here. So it's Yafet, Yafet. In English, we say Japheth. Now, anciently, the Tav without the dot in it was a Thav, like a TH sound. So the more ancient pronunciation of this name would be, and this kamatz would be oh, like a AW, oh, Yofeth. Yofeth, actually, Yofeth. But in modern times, we would pronounce this as Yafet, Yafet. Okay, so those are Noah's 3 sons. Genesis 6:11. Okay, it says, "Now the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth became full of robbery." This is a commentary from Torah. It says, "The earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence." People are mistaken to think that without belief in God, they will still perform the mitzvot that are between one person and another, such as charity, hospitality, not stealing, etc. For when the world becomes corrupt before God, when people throw off the yoke of belief and sin toward God, the outcome will be, "And the earth was filled with violence." So that's a very profound insight from that verse. That it's hard for the world to be good it's hard for mankind to be good to each other if it's not good before God. Because really, then mankind just acts out of selfishness, doing good to another person only when it suits one's own self. This is a Vav with a Patak, which says Va, and a Tav with a Hidik, which says Ti, and this is a Shin with a Kamatz, which says Sha, Vati Sha, and this is a Chet with a Tsere, and a Tav, which says Chet, Vati Sha Chet, and this means and was corrupt. And it was corrupt. And this is a Hey with a Kamatz, which says Ha, the, and the Aleph is silent, but the Kamatz says A, and the Resh with a Segol and Tzadi says Retz, Haaretz, which means the earth, or the land, but here definitely means earth. So the earth was corrupt. Batishachet. Batishachet Haaretz. The earth was corrupt. This is Lamed with a Hidik and a Fe. The Shava is silent. This is Leaf. And this is a Nun with a Tzere and a Yud together we say Ne. Lifne, which means before. This is a Hey with a Kamatz, which says Ha. And this is Elohim. We had this earlier in the previous verse. So before God, Ha Elohim, Lifne Ha Elohim. So the earth was corrupt before God. A Vav with a Patak says Va. A Tav with a Hidik says Ti, Vati. And this is a Mem with a Kamatz, which says Ma, Vati Ma. And a Lamed with a Tzere, and this Aleph is silent, is Le. Vati Ma Le. Or Vati Ma Le. And this means became full, and it became full. Haaretz, again, the earth, and the earth became full. Hamas, this means violence or robbery. Very interesting that Hamas means violence, but it's also the name, or how you pronounce the acronym for the terrorist organization, Hamas. Okay. Would you like to become the healer of your home and your community and create a profitable online health coaching business? Are you interested in becoming a health coach, a naturopath, an herbalist, or a nutritionist? Do you need help finding the right program for studying holistic health and healing? Or perhaps you already have certification, but you're still not confident enough in healing people and don't know how to build a business that will empower you to have an impact and allow you to leave your regular day job? Are you ready to get a deep and comprehensive picture of holistic health and healing and learn from top healers in our day so that you can stop being stuck in a job or a career you don't have a passion for? Heal yourself and others without the need for pharmaceutical drugs with harmful side effects, doctors, or even dentists. Become more knowledgeable about holistic health and healing than most medical doctors who have graduated from medical school without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and years of time in expensive medical schools or programs. Build a health coaching business that will allow you to work from home and achieve time, location, and financial freedom. Aruka.com empowers people to become the healers of their home and their community by equipping them with naturopathic herbalism, health coaching, and online business and marketing skills. My name is Maim. I'm 42 years old and a homeschool mom of 7 beautiful children. These 2 in the photo are my October babies. I became a naturopathic herbalist and health coach in order to take charge of my family's health when the modern medical system kept failing us. We were spending thousands of dollars on insurance and other medical expenses, but they did not have any answers for our health problems. Working from home has been such a blessing for us. I used to work at the NASA Ames Research Center as a computer scientist/engineer. But being able to have an online business has enabled me to surpass my income at NASA and to be there for my family, homeschool them, take care of them, watch them grow up every step of the way for 18 years now. I started Aruka.com in 2009 to help people become healthy and heal themselves. I've coached all sorts of people, and eventually even medical doctors and nurses started coming to me repeatedly for help for various health issues for themselves or their loved ones. I help people heal themselves of serious diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as other common issues such as hormone imbalances, abnormal bleeding, migraines, eczema, kidney stones, gallstones, cataracts, and even urinary tract infection. Various people began asking me to start teaching what I know about holistic health and healing, including 2 medical doctors who have become very good friends of mine. When I realized that there was such a demand for the knowledge I have that even medical doctors were telling me to teach, I shifted the focus of Aruka.com, and now we teach people how to become confident healers through our naturopathic herbalist and health coach certification program. We help people become healers of their home and community and create profitable online health coaching businesses. If you're interested in becoming a holistic healer, please visit our website, aruka.com, ARUKAH.com. Again, that's ARUKAH.com. Hope to see you there.